Hey there, Diane Villano, Chief Motivator here at Fitness St. Pete and Terra Verde Fitness. St. Pete and Terra Verde's only fitness community exclusively for over 50 bodies with old injuries, joint pain, and 5 to 40 pounds to lose. And tonight I want to talk to you about something that I hear a lot about, and it's come up several times in the past week as I was talking to new clients, and basically why trying to lose weight is causing you to fail. And I know that's going to sound a little odd coming from someone who spent the last 22 years or 23 years now helping people to lose weight, among other things, but it's the fact. Trying to lose weight causes you to fail. So two of the phrases that I often hear are, I'm not losing weight, and I just lost 20 pounds, or I lost 20 pounds last year and I gained it all back. And to be perfectly honest, it literally makes me cringe. Out of the many things that come to my mind when I hear these 5 particular things stand out. So tell me if any of this sounds familiar. The person has spent a good part of their life trying to lose the same pounds, or maybe the same pounds they started with and then some. They're on some kind of fad diet that worked until it didn't. Or they've tried every pill, detox, or cleanse program that's hit the market in the last 5 or 10 years. They're always trying to undo their bad habits. They're fighting their weight. And most importantly, and probably the saddest, and why I hopped on tonight, is I know they're not going to lose their weight for good. So if any of these resonate for you, drop a comment, let me know. Let's work through this. So before you think I'm a pessimist who can't see the positive, you've got to realize that I have seen this over and over and over during my 23 career. I mean, the stories, the frustration, the feelings of failure just break my heart. And I want to tell you that it is not your fault. It is not your fault. The system and the weight loss industry and the diet industry have set you up to fail. So tonight I want to give you a little bit of a reality check and some solutions to get you on the track to jumping off the dieting merry-go-round and losing that weight for good and stopping the feelings of failure. So this right here is going to, I'm sure, ruffle a few feathers, but those of you who know me know it won't be the first time. But you need to hear this truth bomb. This is what I sometimes want to ask to people, and sometimes I do, if we have the right rapport, but after all of the time gaining and losing and gaining and losing on the merry-go-round, shouldn't people know that what they're doing isn't working? I mean, shouldn't people know that no type of diet or fad is sustainable over 90% of the time or 95% of the time? Because I just read some research, or I mean, it's ongoing. It's the same research that I've seen year after year. But it says that, excuse me, only 5% of people ever successfully maintain their weight loss for a year. So, I mean, we have literally become a nation where 70 to 80% of the population is either on a diet or off the wagon thinking about or looking for a diet, and they have a list of good foods and bad foods. I mean, most people that come into our programs don't even know what a single serving size is or what a nutritionally balanced day or week looks like. And they sure don't know how to enjoy their favorite foods while maintaining a healthy weight. And one of the first things that people say to me is, when they look at their food plans, is, Diane, that looks like an awful lot of food. I don't think I can eat it all. I don't eat this much. And then they took a look at the serving sizes for the foods and they have their aha moment. So really, here's the thing. For most people, lifelong weight loss, the people who lose it and keep it off, or who have never had it to lose to begin with, the lucky people, is simply a byproduct of certain habits and behaviors done consistently. So they're either healthy habits and behaviors or they're unhealthy habits and behaviors, like dieting. Dieting is one of the unhealthiest habits you can have. And it doesn't come from pills and diets. Quite simply, weight is a symptom of lifestyle. So if you're honest with yourself, and always trying to find a way to do what you know is wrong, you have to understand that it's your habits and your mindset and your life that's got to change if you want to step off the dieting merry-go-round for good and stop battling your weight or fighting your weight. So, I mean, what's worse, realistically, we only take people over 50. And I see, I mean, it's just so sad to me that a lifetime of obesity or being overweight is a result of a system that has set people up for failure. It's just really sad. It's really, really sad. So what's worse, like I was saying, is most people wait until later in life to realize that the responsibility they have to create the life they want to live is theirs, and to finally realize that dieting doesn't work. I mean, for most people that come in, we're sort of a last-ditch effort when they've tried everything and nothing has worked. And it's so sad. So we get people to kind of stop focusing on weight loss and blaming the environment they grew up on, or blaming biological flaws like metabolism or genetics or whatever the case is that they say has contributed to their weight in the past. Because for 99% of the population, it's none of those things, you know. And when they come to us, they're usually looking for a solution because they've spent 10, 20, or 30 years frustratingly trying every fad diet on the market with the same result. They lose the weight and then they gain it back, maybe plus a few. So finally, you know, that's the entire purpose. That's why I designed our programs the way I did. And that's why, you know, most of our people that come in have had such amazing results, because basically we set our programs up to take away the shame. So many people come into our programs, or I consult with, have so much shame surrounding the years of failed diets that it just kills me. And I've taken a lot of input over the years. And like I said, that's the entire purpose. That's why I designed our programs the way I did, to help people cut through the clutter and the fads and win back their years by getting their metabolism going again. And no matter what you may have heard, unless you're less than 1% of the population who's actually got endocrine issues, it is absolutely possible for just about everyone. So if you want to lose weight for good and take control, I'm going to give you the 7 super simple steps and tips that have made our clients and our group fitness members over the last 2.5 years so successful. So number 1, realize one thing. Say it with me. All the diets and the dieting industry have set you up for failure. Diets don't work.